When I played this game originally, I wasn't a fan whatsoever. I went as far as calling it a fan service nostalgia money grab, which in hindsight is absolutely insane. It's safe to say that I've drastically changed my mind.
That one there.
I understand that this game has
That's a
been out for
Shinra
many
truck,
years
isn't
at
it?
this point, but I play games at my own pace and share what I think about them when I'm ready. As someone who never finished the OG Final Fantasy VII, I can't speak to the accuracy of the recreation, so I'll just speak to my experience. In this game, they took the first 5 hours of OG Final Fantasy VII and made it into a 30+ hour experience. I thought that this would come with a lot of padding and stretches of nothingness, but that wasn't the case at all. There was a lot of expounding on supporting characters like Jesse, Wedge, and Biggs, which I appreciated the most. All in all, it's a somewhat tropey story where the big corporation is lying to the citizens and there's a ragtag team of rebels trying to overthrow said corporation. I get that this isn't the overarching story of Final Fantasy VII, but in this first installment in the remake trilogy, that's the driving force for a majority of the interactions between characters and the world. The story of Remake isn't much to write home about, but that isn't the standout factor in my opinion anyways. The setting and characters do far more for the experience than the story. Midgar turned out to be a very endearing place, showing multiple faces in the hard-working and bustling neighborhoods of the slums, the slimy, overstimulating lights of Wall Market, or even the quiet and looming buildings of the upper place. This is one facet of the game that I love the most. I loved walking around and listening to the NPCs have random conversations about their lives, or the kids patrolling the neighborhood. The music, lighting, and coloration help portray the idea that there are distinctly different people that live in this world, and that's part of the reason why Barrett feels as strongly as he does, which leads me to my next topic, the characters. Cloud has never been depicted better, which is a lot coming from me because honestly I used to think he was overrated. You get to see his values change with subtlety, which is always impressive when done correctly. He starts the game off as a nonchalant mercenary, just looking for money with no real morals. Over time, he becomes invested in the struggles of his Avalanche co-workers, whom he eventually considers friends due to his childhood friend Tifa being among the group. Tifa is a strong-willed, soft-hearted woman who really just wants to see her friends and the people of Midgar live safe and happy lives. She doesn't change too much throughout the story, which is a good thing in my opinion, because she serves as the anchor bringing Cloud back to the team as well as reality about his past. Another mainstay in the game is the Avalanche Cell's leader, Barrett. Barrett is hands down the funniest character in this game. He's a headstrong eco-activist with a strong sense of justice and a chain gun arm to match. This guy made me laugh more than I would like to admit with the way that he views the world and his approach to certain situations. The last and arguably most important character in the game is Aerith. When I played this game the first time, I was a fan of the Tifa and Cloud relationship being the main storyline, regardless of what happened. But after replaying this game, I think there's a compelling case that made me change my mind. Aerith challenges Cloud in ways that makes him break the cool guy persona. During their time together, Cloud falls into her garden and becomes her second bodyguard. Aerith gets Cloud to open up by being her bubbly, optimistic, and caring self. Cloud follows Aerith around Sector 5 helping out citizens and slowly revealing his more caring side. The characters kept me coming back to see their interactions and the way that they talk about the world and spoke to each other. They were a highlight of my experience with this game. The last aspect that I would like to speak about is the combat and upgrade system. The combat system is great and engaging. My first playthrough long ago, I didn't take advantage of this the right way, leading to the game feeling like a button masher. But after maturing as a gamer between then and now, I've learned to love this combat system. The main goal of battles is to fill the enemy's stun meter or exploit their weakness to do massive damage. Although this isn't a turn-based combat game, there is an intentional combat system called the Active Time Battle, aka ATB, which uses ATB bars. The ATB bars, which are filled by attacking, blocking, and waiting, allow you to cast abilities, spells, and use items, which leads me to talk about the upgrade system that unlocks said abilities and spells. There are two ways to enhance your build and build characters within this game. The first being SP. As you play the game, you'll level up and earn SP, which is used on the weapons, granting various stat increases and passive abilities. This is the standard for most RPGs, so there isn't much to say. The second way is through materia, which are these highly sought after orbs that give you abilities. Materia gives you the ability to cast spells, imbue your weapons with elements, learn enemies' weaknesses and abilities, among many other things. I loved the system as it reminded me of my time with Shin Megami Tensei 5, getting acclimated to the enemies in certain areas so that I would have the most optimal lineup to finish encounters quickly. I analyzed as many enemies as possible, and some even had unique mechanics to fill their stun meters. All in all, this game's combat system and upgrade systems were fun and require you to be mindful so that you build your party in ways that contribute to your team having as little friction as possible when getting through combat encounters. To wrap things up, this game still has me in awe. Even just writing this script, memories of certain fights or moments come to mind that fill me with recent, fond nostalgia. I can't believe I didn't like this game the first time I played through it. I love this game and I can't wait to finish the Intergrade DLC to eventually play through Remake. This was a beautiful case of giving a game a second look, only to come to love it. If Intergrade leaves a strong impression, I'll definitely share my thoughts. Thank you if you made it all this way, and I look forward to making the next video.
Let's finish this.